What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing a Manchester City transfer update for you guys to enjoy. Remember, we're going to be doing daily Manchester City transfer updates from June throughout all of the summer transfer window. It's going to be a busy one, so if you want to stay up to date on YouTube first and fast with all the latest Manchester City transfer news, make sure you've subscribed to my channel. Social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. TikTok link also in the description if you want to go and follow me on there. Also, don't forget as well to let me know your thoughts of what you make of these transfers in the comments below. And finally, do leave a thumbs up. We're aiming for 300 likes. So let's crack on with this video. We're going to start off with the out, and we've got an update on Bernardo Silva. Now, Matteo Moretto over in Italy has said that Manchester City, they are going to give Bernardo Silva again the green light for him to leave Manchester City. The last two consecutive summer transfer windows, Man City have said that Bernardo Silva can leave the club should the right offer come in, and Manchester City's stance this summer is the exact same. If the right offer comes in and Bernardo Silva's happy to leave, then Bernardo Silva can leave. Now, his agent has once more told Manchester City that Bernardo Silva wants to leave, and apparently Chicky, as this has gone on now for the last two summers, and it's going into this summer as well, it's a third consecutive summer of Bernardo Silva wanting to leave Manchester City. Apparently Chicky has been growing very frustrated by the situation, and he's told Bernardo Silva's agent straight up, you go and find another club then. Make sure he finds a club that's willing to pay the price that Man City are wanting, which is believed to be 65 million euros. We're looking at this very moment at roughly just under 58 million pounds. It works out as 57.7 million pounds, which in my opinion is a bargain for a player as versatile, as high quality as what Bernardo Silva would be. And trust me, when the day comes that Bernardo Silva is no longer a Manchester City player, will be a very sad day, in my opinion. Now, moving on to the final transfer of the out is a big update on Aymeric Laporte. Now, Reshad Rahman on Twitter says that Barcelona, they have started initial contacts with Manchester City for Aymeric Laporte. Now, apparently, they're ready to draw up the contracts, and you would think that Barcelona are going to be aiming here for a deal similar to what it was that took Ferran Torres to Barcelona from Manchester City. The problem Barcelona have is even back then when they signed Ferran Torres, they didn't have much cash, but they had some cash. Not a lot, but some. Right now, they don't have anything, nothing to be able to offer Manchester City unless it is a player swap. Will City do that? Well, I'm not hearing any rumours of that. What I am hearing is there might be some unhappy players at Manchester City, the likes of Bernardo Silva, Aymeric Laporte, João Cancelo. These are players that are very realistic, could leave Man City in the summer, but they're only going to leave Man City if the price is right. And the big question, the big hurdle for this transfer is, do Barcelona have the cash to make that happen? And the same can be said with Bernardo Silva, because Barcelona are interested in signing him as well. Have they got the money? Have they got the cash to be able to afford that? What I don't want from this deal is Man City to accept no fee or a very small fee, and money comes in over instalments paid over 5-10 years, because to me, these are players entering into their prime, and Manchester City should be getting a really good amount of money for these players. Now, Man City aren't going to sell these players to Premier League clubs, which is going to open up a can of worms, because there'll be Premier League clubs that will be willing to pay a lot of money, straight up cash, for the likes of the quality that's offered by the players of Cancelo, of Laporte and Bernardo Silva. You start looking towards Europe for these players, there aren't many clubs out there that have the money that can afford to bring these players in. And this is a problem that Man City face this summer, with players wanting to leave Manchester City. It's not just one, it's not even two. As I said, 3 players right now wanting to potentially leave Manchester City. 3 players who should be worth a lot of money to the club. So, very interesting. We'll keep our eyes on that. Now, moving on to the ins, Matteo Moretto has also been speaking about Rafael Leao. He's given an update on him and says that Manchester City, they're planning to go big. They're planning to go very big this summer. And one player on the radar for Manchester City when it comes to an attacker is Rafael Leao of AC Milan. He's the only attacker right now being linked with Manchester City, and apparently, according to the sources in Italy, they're saying that City, they're ready to ask AC Milan for Rafael Leao's availability and his price for this summer. Not got a response on how much he's worth as of yet, and as to whether Man City will move this from interest into a concrete move. There's a big fine difference between the two. We'll see. Now, Matteo Moretto has also been speaking about, whilst he's been speaking about Laporte, has also spoken about a potential replacement. Now, if Laporte leaves Manchester City, City will need a replacement, and it is believed the player Man City are wanting, should Laporte leave this summer, is Josko Gvardiol of RB Leipzig. Now, it's not the first time that I've heard Manchester City wanting a left-sided centre-back, and so he's a decent player in the air, as he showed against us a couple of weeks ago. He's a very physical player. The question has to be asked, because Man City, looking very settled with how good Nathan Ake has been, is would Gvardiol be prepared to be patient for game time? Would he be prepared to adapt to play elsewhere in the squad to get minutes? These are the big questions. The other big question is price. In the winter, just gone by in the winter transfer window, Leipzig were asking for 90 million euros for him, and he's going to be just as expensive this summer, I think. And Fabrizio Romano, he has confirmed that Pep and Manchester City, they love Gvardiol. He's a player that is of keen interest to them. Again, another problem we face with this transfer, Liverpool, Chelsea, they're also keen. Fabrizio Romano describes this as the race being on. Now, moving on to the final transfer takes us onto an update with Jude Bellingham combined with an update on Declan Rice. Now, the latest on Jude Bellingham, he is Man City's first choice. We already know that. City are monitoring the situation closely. Liverpool, they're the club pushing hardest. A lot of it is believed to be reliant upon Champions League football for next season. So Liverpool pushing really hard this season to try and have a strong finish, to try and finish in the top four, as that will put them in the best position to bring top quality players to their club, including that of Jude Bellingham. And Man City are believed to be pretty relaxed about the situation right now. I was hoping City would start making their move. We'll see. The words I've heard are just stay calm and relaxed, trust the process. They're the words that I've heard coming from Manchester City. However, City are believed to be looking at alternatives, and one alternative is that of Declan Rice of West Ham. Now, you would think he'd be playing a rotated option to Rodri, and he could potentially be a replacement for Calvin Phillips, another player that could leave Manchester City this summer. But it's been suggested that it is a situation of it'll be Declan Rice or Jude Bellingham coming to the club, not both, which is telling me City may want to do something a little bit different with Declan Rice. We'll have to wait and see. My concern about this is how much he's going to cost. Is he going to be a box-to-box player? If Gundogan or Bernardo Silva leave, can Declan Rice take over their role? Can he pass the ball? Can he create opportunities? Can he run? Can he attack? Can he defend? Because to me, he looks like a player that's like Rodri, but not as good as Rodri, who would cost us a lot of money. That's the situation we're in right now. Would love to know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget as well to subscribe if you're new around here. Remember, daily Manchester City transfer updates coming throughout the summer transfer window from June. So subscribe if you want to stay up to date on YouTube every single day with the latest Manchester City transfer news in the summer. It's going to be a very busy one, so you want to stay up to date, I am sure. Also, don't forget as well, social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen. If you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram, email also in the description too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries, TikTok link also in the description if you want to go and follow me on there. Also, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. 300 likes is the aim. And I'll see you all again real soon for the next Manchester City video. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.